I've not had acne up here for quite a while, and this fucker just comes up. Need for Speed Heat has just had probably its biggest ever update, and it's not at the hands of EA, Criterion, or Ghost Games. Rest in peace. It is actually at It is actually at the hands of the community. This mod, Need for Speed Heat Plus, was actually created by a community member, Gzilla, who is pretty much doing God's work at this point, keeping Need for Speed Heat alive. Well, trying to keep Need for Speed Heat alive. And this update actually drops today. I'm pretty sure it drops today. I'm not sure what time today, but again, link down below to Gzilla's Discord, where he'll have everything you need to get this mod set up and running. So again, I want to give a massive shout out to him. He actually gave me a day early access to play around with the mod and look at all the cool new things and features. I'm not covering everything in this mod. I still want there to be some stuff for you guys to discover yourselves, but I'm going to be showing you some of the awesome new features of this mod, because it is quite awesome and actually addresses a lot of the community's complaints and feedback regarding Need for Speed Heat. Complaints and feedback that EA and Criterion aren't going to be addressing anytime soon. So the first thing I probably want to show you is the pursuit system. Now, we all know that in vanilla Need for Speed Heat, heat levels, you can only go up to heat level 5. This mod actually changes that. Instead of heat level 5 being the max heat level, there is now heat level 6. So there's basically extended grinding. Now, do be advised that this is still a feature, and this whole mod entirely is still very much under development. This is only the first release of hopefully many, and this is also a feature that is still in development. We have heat level 6 in the game now, which is awesome. The cops are actually a bit more tough. It's nothing like too much extreme, but like they're still quite tough. I was driving around in a Nissan Skyline near 400 level 400 plus, may I add you, and I actually was having trouble getting away from the cops. Not necessarily like trouble, but it wasn't just like I drive away and they can't follow me. They were actually keeping up, and they were doing some damage. Maybe if you're like in a super exotic car, it may still be really easy to get away from the cops, but in a built-up car that's at 400 plus, getting away from the cops is no longer going to be just a simple walk in the park when you're at heat level 5 and 6. It's actually gonna take a little bit of work. And don't forget about it if you're in like a if you're in a level like 100, 200, 300 car. It's going to be a lot tougher regardless. This mod adds more spike strips that are spawned, roadblocks. There's a lot more of that. Like, you'll see entire intersections just surrounded with spike strips and everything. It's really cool. So definitely a cool revamp to the pursuit system. I hope that he builds upon this even more. It's a great first step, adding heat level 6, which is something people have been asking for, especially since at heat level 5, cops, or especially when you're in a level 400 plus car, are too easy to escape. They're very hard at the beginning, but then it just gets way too easy. So having hard cops when you're in supercars at heat level 6 in level 400 plus cars is an added bonus. I absolutely love that about this mod, and hopefully it gets built upon a bit more. Maybe making the cops a bit more harder. I don't know. We'll see how it progresses, but just having heat level 6 there, I really enjoyed that part of the mod a lot. In addition to this, there's actually a bunch of new customization options and engine swaps as well. A lot of engine swaps actually coming from previous Need for Speed games. For example, the Nissan Skyline R34, like even without engine swapping it, when you buy it stock, it sounds exactly like it does from Underground 2, which is awesome. I absolutely love the car sounds in Underground 2 for the most part, so it sounds awesome. It sounds a lot better in this game with that mod. Got it. Copy. You also have the 350ZLE from Underground 2 as well. That engine, you know, Rachel's 370Z, that has the engine from Underground 2 in it as well. And you also have the Pagani Hyra Zonda, which has the engine from Need for Speed Edge, which is actually really quite interesting as well. There's also a few other cars. I don't want to spoil it all, but there are still a few couple cars with engine swaps from different Need for Speed games as well, not just Underground 2 either. There's also extended performance customization. You have additional turbos and superchargers added for a lot of the cars. Not every car just yet, but for a good couple of cars, such as the Corvette C7, the R35, and the R34 and Polestar 1. And again, this is another feature that is still under development, needs a little bit of work, but it's still within the mod. There's also removable parts and additional parts for some cars, including the Corvette C7, which you're actually seeing gameplay of right now. You can actually add the police lights and the police bumper, hood, and like all that from the cop car variant of the Corvettes onto your own Corvette. So if you ever wanted to actually drive a cop car in Need for Speed Heat, now's your chance. Sadly, they didn't let us drive the Crown Vic like they did in Need for Speed Payback. This is a great second choice, being able to drive the cop Corvette, put on a cop like livery and everything. In like you'll see gameplay here, it's just so awesome. And you can actually do legit cops and robbers now if you have friends with this mod on PC. And they can all drive in cop Corvettes while they chase you. It's really cool. And of course, there's actually new skyboxes as well. The nights look a lot better and the days look a lot better too. You have like cool sun. The sunsets and the skies just look a lot better, a lot cleaner. And especially at night, it just looks a little bit darker. It like the sky's lighter in all, but like it just looks a lot nicer in my opinion. Really adds to the illegal street racing nighttime vibe. And then the daytime skyboxes do a much better job at giving me a sunset warm like street racing vibe. That's the type of vibe I get with the skyboxes. He did a really good job there with the skyboxes as well. Little minor things like that really add to the presentation and the atmosphere of games. So I love when developers and modders go back and touch up little aspects like that. That's really cool. And we also have the photo mode revamp. You can actually turn off and on the rain, or how much rain you want, how much less rain you want, how foggy it is. There's a lot of new settings that you can just add, that you could just use in the photo mode to create better photos in Need for Speed Heat, which again, like Gzilla did put in much more effort into this mod than the Need for actual Ghost Games and Criterion actually did to update the game. It's a bit insane. So photo mode, there's a lot of cool new options there that you can use to better take control of the pictures you take in Need for Speed Heat. Going back to additional parts for like the Polestar and everything, with the Polestar 1, before this update, you weren't able to add the Kaizel kit to your car, but now you can actually add the Kaizel kit to the Polestar 1, which is actually a good reason to buy the Polestar 1 now, because you can actually buy the Polestar 1, apply the kit that's, you know, on like the front of the front cover of the game, but actually improve it to your liking, add different wraps, add different increase the performance customization, tune it to your heart's content, because you weren't able to do it with the Polestar 1, Joe's Polestar, as it comes in just like a separate car. So if you actually want to have a fast as fuck Polestar 1 with a Kaizel kit, now you can. There's still a lot more to this update that I really don't want to spoil too much, but I highly recommend you download it and give Gzilla a lot of support. He's doing God's work at this point, pretty much updating the game when the devs refuse to, and trying to keep Need for Speed Heat alive, which I really enjoy. I really enjoy Need for Speed Heat. I enjoy playing it. There's something about the game that just keeps grabbing me back into it. Maybe it's because it's the only illegal street racing game out right now. So there's something that just keeps grabbing me into the game, and just seeing it updated, not by the devs but by the community, really warms my heart, and it shows that Need for Speed fans are passionate, the community is passionate about Heat, and we want to see it improve, and the community is taking the next step and improving it themselves, and Gzilla is leading the charge there with improving the game, which I really enjoy. So I want to give a massive shout out to him, not only for giving me early access, but also for just making this mod possible. He's working on another one as well for Need for Speed Payback called Need for Speed Payback Plus, so definitely I'll be checking that out in the future as well. But if you have the PC version of Need for Speed Heat, I highly recommend you download it. Again, link down below in the description. I'm not sure what time he's gonna upload it today for the general public, but when he does, it'll be down below in the description in his Discord. So I highly recommend you go join the Discord. You'll have all the information and details you need to download and install this mod. It's not that hard to install, so I highly recommend you definitely go check it out. If you made it to the end of the video, type stinky poo poo stinky poo poo pee pee in the comment section down below if you made it this far in the video. This could be it for me tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll catch you guys in my next video. Have a good night, guys.